Hello.
Hello.
We're all like grabbing a bite to eat.
I'm trying to stay awake. Honestly, that's what this is. This is me trying to stay awake and get that. Like, I feel like I'm hitting my head against the banner.
Did you do the warm up this morning with the this afternoon with the summer camp team?
The Beyonce warm up?
I did not. I think that was one of the times I tried to do a power nap.
Yeah.
The problem with power naps when you haven't slept is that like I don't get to that sleep moment, that REM sleep that you need to get to. And so when I open my eyes, my brain just goes, "Why'd you even bother? Why did you even bother? You just teased me." Like my brain just went, "You just teased me for 15 minutes."
You got to learn that Bruce Wayne mind thing where he can sleep for 15 minutes and still be Batman.
You do know that Bruce Wayne isn't real, right?
In somewhere, I guess.
You do understand Bruce Wayne is not real, right? You do know that, right? Okay, let's go back. We are off the rails at this point. Just everybody, hello, hi. My name is Chill Kong. I don't know why I'm even telling you this. If you don't know who I am at this point after our 28 hours so far, we're in trouble. But if you have been following us, this is we're on the last 2 hours of our 30-hour Streamathon. My name is Chill Kong. I would throw to my other partners here. Go ahead, Margot. It's all you.
I'm Margot Brenner Collins. I'm the education director here for Adventure Theater and ATMTC Academy, and we are delighted to see you, even if you are joining us for the first time in our final 2 hours. We're going to still encourage you to donate, particularly when Leon has the opportunity to say so. So I'm going to pitch it to Leon.
Hi, I'm Leon Seaman. I'm the executive director at Adventure Theater MTC. I perceive myself as the class clown, a parent of 4, and really I have nothing left to lose. So this is all for the kids, and we're down to that, the last $11,000.
Yes. Whew, we're almost there. So everyone, what I love is that in the past 2 hours, we've jumped up from 17,000 to 12. So we have done 5. So we need you all to accelerate this process. We still have 12 to go. So 12.
11. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. 11.
We have 11,000 to go. 11,000. Come on, y'all. 11,000. And some of you all know I've called you out. So thank you for my friends late in the wee hours who I called out and donated. Thank you for doing that. Don't make me call you out in the last hour. I'm going to do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. So don't make me call you out. Am I threatening people now? What's going on? We are officially off the rails. So we're in our 28th hour of our 30-hour Streamathon. Thank you for joining us. We're going to replace parts of Anthony Rapp's interview with Erin Quill. I do not know if we're going to play all 3 because we don't need to. You all have seen it. But we're going to do the hard pitch for all of you because we are coming down to the wire. We are in our last 2 hours of our 30-hour Streamathon. I think we have had a lot of community government officials and the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and, a lot of these amazing people who've come out and told and just expressed to all of you how important we feel adventure is and how they feel adventure is to the community. So I hope you take that and support us. We are in the 29th hour? I guess that's true, right?
Completed 28.
Right. There's 2 hours left. So the 29th and the 30th hour left. 2 hours left.
Just trust us, Jill. It's okay. 29th hour. We got you.
Carry the 1.
Yeah, y'all are making me do math at this time in my brain.
No, we're not. We're just saying trust us. It's okay. 29th hour. Nobody's making you do math.
We are getting some heat, as Leon likes to say, on our auction items. So please take a look. I know some of you have been donating on Facebook. The donation button, that's great, but we can actually count them more if you go directly to adventure, text adventure to 56651. That texting takes you directly to the donation page. It's not a text money to a thing. It's an actual takes you to the page. So please go text adventure to 56651 or go to atmtc.org, and that gets you also right to the landing page for donations. So please donate. You have some information there for us, Leon?
I was just saying, you mentioned the auction. I mentioned at the end of the last hour, or close to the end of the last hour, there are 4 items that are super bargains still. So there's the Tucson, Arizona trip, which includes airfare. And that's still, like, the auction is still less than 50% of its value. So, like, snap that up. We learned all about Dom vases and how unique they are, and that we have one that has been discontinued. And so it is a rare collector's item. And if you're into beautiful, fine glasswork, it is off the charts gorgeous. It's got a horse coming out of the vase in glass. Our Costa Rica trip is still, it's the perennial favorite. And our board member, Mitchell Herman, takes great pride in it being the #1 moneymaker in the auction. And it's still below 50% of its value. So snatch that up. And then I actually, when I was offline, I'm starting to bid on, but you can outbid me. It's okay. On the cooking class with Melissa, my household is vegetarian, so her particular cooking cooking class is well suited, and it has my wife's favorite ingredient, which is you don't have to cook. So these are things that are like below 50% of their value. So like there's opportunities to like help us out and get a great bargain.
Yeah, I love that even Adventure, our Facebook pages are now saying that we are off the rails. So I love that we're even admitting to ourselves we are off the rails. But that's what happens when we've been doing this straight through for 29th hour, 28th hour. I still think we're in the 28th hour, but whatever.
We have done it for 28 hours, and this is the 29th.
We are in the 29th hour. Fine.
We're also kind of still on the rails for how Adventure kind of runs, To be
I love it now producers yelling at me. We're in the 29th hour. Stop it.
I'm just saying it's to be expected. It's the 29th hour. So we are on the rails we're supposed to be on. That's all. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I can't stop laughing at this point, so it's all good. And I had to sit back down in the chair because I was getting too dizzy standing up. So we're good. We're all good. So yes, we are riding the crazy train. But again, let's take a breath. Margot, can you please take the lead on this pitch before we go to the video with Anthony Rapp? It's all you. We've been pitching. I think I've been pitching too hard. I've been getting mean. I think I have. I'm threatening people, so I think you should take this one.
Again, before we go to the video?
Yeah, before we go to video.
Okay, great. Yeah. So we are in the 29th hour. Phil has basically sacrificed his health for this cause. He is unable to stand. But we have we've had a great time. All kidding aside, we've had a great time pulling together all of this content for you and sharing all of the wonderful people in the Adventure Theater community, locally and nationally and internationally, to share and bring with you the joy that we find at Adventure Theater, because we love it so much and we love what we do and we love the kids that we see in the theater and in the studios. And we hope that you will donate by texting Adventure to 56651 or go to the silent auction. Seriously, the silent auction deals are great. And Leon and I might get into a bidding war over the flowers, but it's okay. Melissa said she would give me a cooking class anytime, so I'll figure it out. But yes, please do text Adventure to 56651. We really are so appreciative of our community and of you, and we cannot wait to see all of you back in the theater and in the studios.
So actually, instead of going to the first video of Anthony Rapp, can we skip to second video? Let's go to the 10-minute and 51-second video so that we have some more time, because I think we do need to make sure that we encourage our community to come out and finish the deal with us. We only have $11,000 left to raise. So as soon as our stage management let us know, we're going to go to video 2 of our amazing interview with Anthony Rapp. And we are, hey, we are ready.
It is a great interview.
It's
a great interview. I wrote down multiple quotes to remind the children.
Well, what I appreciate is that it's two friends who've known each other for almost 30 years. We're talking to each other. So, we forget that we have access and resources to these people who are really talented and who has changed the face of Broadway in many, many ways. So, and who was part of the dramatic change that happened to this new type of musicals that we've seen. So,
all the wisdom they have to share with our students.
Yeah, so that was fantastic. So go ahead, roll tape.
So then Rent happens. After that, you went to do Charlie Brown.
That was the next. Yeah, I mean, I went to London and did Rent there too.
Right. Yeah, you did Rent everywhere.
And yeah, the next show I did in New York was Jürgen met Charlie Brown, which actually today, as we're recording this interview, is the 25th, or not the 25th, sorry, the 12th anniversary of opening night on Broadway of Charlie Brown.
And it was so cute.
Not 12, 22nd.
I was going to say, if you want to go with 12, I'm not going to argue with you, but I know
22nd, that's what I'm talking about. Math, 1999.
Edie Wong was Linus.
Yes, he was.
And Kristen Chenoweth won her first Tony Award. Yep.
And that was I mean, she had been somebody who'd done like I think 1 or 2 off-Broadway shows and had some buzz around her, but that kind of like that's what really launched her.
She did Steel Pier, which I saw.
And A New Brain, right?
Yeah, I think so. But that one I didn't see. But I did see her in Steel Pier, and she was really remarkable because she had this crazy number in the middle of the show. That kind of explored all the different parts of her voice, from the belting to the, and I remember sitting there going, that girl better never get sick.
No one else is going to do it.
I was like, oh, she can't call out ever. And then she was in your show and I was just so happy to see her. I was like, oh, good. She got another job. You feel a sense of community when somebody's show closes and you're like, I really hope,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that was a dreamy experience. It was in many ways a wonderful transition out of Rent. Rent was an incredible experience. It was really intense. It was very exhausting physically and emotionally and vocally. And to go into something like Charlie Brown afterwards, directly after, was such a nice change of pace for my system. So,
yeah, and the optimism that they all the characters have because they're children. Must have been kind of like soothing.
Yes.
Instead of coming off the show that's like everybody's dying, everybody's sick, everybody's Yeah, it's it would be I think it would be a good relief to be able to go to Charlie Brown after that.
Yes. It was just the only thing about that experience that was less than beautiful was that we ran for too short a time.
Yeah.
We did the show out of town in 4 different cities to tune it up. Michael Mayer, our director, and Andrew Lippa, who helped adapt the show, and all of us, we worked really hard to keep making it better and better on the road. We got some really wonderful reviews on the road. It was successful, and then we came into New York, and then Ben Brantley just did not like the show very much. He loved Kristen, and he kind of liked Roger Bart, although he didn't love him. And then Roger also wound up winning the Tony, but he kind of didn't like the show, and it was really hard to get our show noticed in that way after he didn't like it, because people, I think, understandably, people thought, oh, it's a kid's show, it's Broadway. It might be different now, who knows, because Broadway's quite a bit different now than it used to be in many, many ways. So yeah, that was the only aspect of it that was not the most exciting thing about it. Everything else was wonderful. Great cast, great artistic experience. Yeah.
I listen to the recording all the time.
Oh, It's very
you
sweet.
know.
Thank you.
And when I was pregnant, I listened to it all the time because I thought it was like joyous and bumpy, and you know, like he would kick along to it. It was very, you know, he liked it. Um, you know, do you wonder, looking back on it, because that cast was very diverse
Mhm.
for the time, like because
Yes.
and all the shows, honestly, that you've been involved on Broadway have served that narrative, have served that diversity equals dollars narrative. Do you think that that perhaps was one of Brantley's maybe objections to it, because everybody didn't look exactly like the cartoon?
He didn't. That's not what he said. He was
Okay.
more talked. He just the way he talked about it was more about he just was kind of not jiving with the vibe of the show in general. That he didn't think it was that funny, but he loved Kristen. He wrote like 5 paragraphs about her.
Yeah.
You know, so it was strange for us, and it's strange for her, honestly. She the day the review came out, so we had our opening night. The next morning, we were on the Rosie O'Donnell show, and we gathered, and we'd all seen the review, and then she comes in the room, and she's like, I feel so weird. You know, of course, we're all excited for her and happy for her. This is a major thing for her, but at the same time, we're all like, oh no, what is this going to mean for our show? And she felt the same way. It's
Yeah.
such a strange phenomenon of showbiz in those kinds of situations. I think now it's unclear to me like how much the Times always has that kind of power as much anymore. There are a lot of other ways that shows can get notoriety other than simply a great review of the Times, although a great review of the Times certainly still can make a big difference.
Well, yeah, because I don't know, I think as New Yorkers, we're genetically tilted towards believing the New York Times,
Yeah.
at least in the theater section.
Right.
But I do wonder, you know, there's a push right now for the New York Times to have more diversity amongst their staff.
Yes.
And how they have reviewed things continually through a lens that doesn't seem inclusive.
Yes, I agree.
And it is one of those things that I think the Times, because it is, what do they call it? The white lady?
The gray lady, I think.
Gray lady.
Yeah.
I think they still struggle with the change.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's such an old established institution. So anything that's in any institution that has such a long history, it just takes a bit. There's a lot of inertia you have to work against. So
Yeah, absolutely. So Charlie Brown, and then did you go to do the Rent movie after that?
a few years after that, in the meantime, I did Road Trip. I did A Beautiful
Oh,
Mind.
yes. Now, kids, Road Trip, probably see it when you're like 15 up.
Yeah, is it rated R or P? I think it's rated R, right? I don't remember.
I think it's rated R. Does somebody show their
Chest? I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
a Beautiful
also-
Mind after that too.
Yeah, you really like transitioned really well to film.
Oh, thank you.
You know, like a lot of theater artists don't get that shot, but you seem to really go seamlessly from film back to Broadway to film to Broadway. And at that time when you were doing Beautiful Mind, I was living in LA.
Hmm.
And so we got to hang out a lot
Mhm.
because you were like, okay. In New York, it's so busy. Everybody's always got 5 minutes to get everywhere. But in LA, you know, nothing to do but hang out.
That's right. That's funny. It's true.
It's true.
And I got a Beautiful Mind too at its point where, so I'd done Rent, and like 94 was when we did the original workshop, but then 96 was when it opened on Broadway. And for about the next 4 years or so, I pretty much worked nonstop. I mean, it was solid and real. And I thought, okay, this is it. I'm never gonna have to worry about work again. Nope. In like 2000, I hit a major wall and I didn't work almost for a year. And I was like, what is gonna happen? I felt like all doors were closed to me. And then the next job I got was A Beautiful Mind. So, you know, I'd like to share that story too for any young actors to know that the ups and downs, the roller coaster ride of it are all part of it. There are people who win Academy Awards and don't work for a year sometimes.
I remember you playing me Ron Howard's voicemail that he left you, welcoming you to the company of A Beautiful Mind. How important is it that you work with people who are kind?
I mean, I think it's one of the most important things in terms of the experience of doing the work. And I do think with all the sea change that's happened in the last few years, I think that's becoming across the board almost like a mandate that's been established that bad behavior is no longer going to be tolerated in quite the same way. There was for a long time, temperamental artists were like given space to be temperamental because they're artists. But I think we finally called BS on that. And so, people like certainly in Star Trek Discovery for sure, if anybody were to come on our show and act up, they would be gone. It would not survive, So I just think it's deeply, deeply important.
I think it's deeply important, and I think it's important to recognize that social media, your behavior on social media, kids, can come right back and bite you in the rear end. Because if you are one of those people who does hide behind a social media persona, and then you do get hired for a big project, it's very easy for somebody to dig that stuff up.
Yep.
And turn around and they'll let you go.
Yeah, and it's forever. Even if you delete the tweet, it's still somebody might have a screenshot somewhere.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
And also sometimes things that you think make sense, all of a sudden, your fingers fumble or something like that. There's a typo, and all of a sudden what you intended doesn't come out.
Yeah.
And you can really sink yourself. You can sink your own ship by the way you choose to behave on social media.
I agree. And I do know also in some cases, I don't know exactly. I know in publishing, and I think sometimes in casting also for actors, that they do look at that stuff pretty closely.
Yeah, I think we're getting closer to personal accountability on a lot of levels.
Yes.
Where we didn't before. It used to be boys will be boys.
Yes.
Girls will be quiet. And now, there's not a lot of tolerance going on for past indiscretions, which honestly I do think is good.
I do too.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Everybody else is muted, so y'all are muted. We need to unmargo. Mute.
I always wanted to be unmargoed.
Margot, mute. Sure.
So wow, Alberto Segata just donated, and apparently my friends weren't donating to Facebook; they're donating to PayPal, which is a direct link from PayPal to ATMTC. So
We can look that up.
I think you can look that up. So check PayPal, because that is the link that I have, I think. But I'm not, I'm not sure, because I know they're not donating directly to the adventure text to 56651 or to our atmtc.org. At least this is the link that I'm looking at. In fact, Stan Kang donated to that, but I also think he donated to...
He donated through the system too. If you send that link on our next break to Craig, we'll figure it out when we're in the next video segment.
I will send that right now as we talk. Hey, how are you? We are in our 29th hour. Still don't know if I agree with this.
Good job. You did it.
Congratulations. You believe your colleagues.
Well, I don't know that that's the thing we should hold up. Just that he, math. Math.
We get him to more
crazy saying math. So stop believing hocus pocus. Believe in science again. Get away from the weirdos in the corner.
I didn't say that. The arts are great. I'm just saying math is also very helpful.
You're a musician. You're a singer. Math is part of your blood. It's the same skill set.
Sure. Yeah. I got to send this to Craig, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm saying that to Craig. Why don't the two of you go ahead and pitch while I send this to Craig?
Hi. Again, we're at the tail end of 30 hours in the 29th hour, but we're here because of the kids. We're here because we are so focused and have been so focused on providing some sense of connection, some sense of normalcy to kids during this crazy period that we haven't worried about where the money is coming from. Now we need to worry about where the money's coming from, and that's where you come in. So the government at all levels has been very helpful with stimulus funding, has gotten us to this point, but we need you to get to the last mile here. In order to get to the summer, which we're all hopeful, someone earlier today talked about a horizon of hope. We need to raise $100,000 today. And last I looked, I think we're in the last 10,000. So we're really close. We're really close. So please, 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 if you're able to, $5, $50, $5,000, whatever you're able to, text adventure to 56651 so that we can continue to support our kids in our community during this difficult period.
So, as you can see, I am feeling the burn of these 29 hours. So I really want to thank my colleagues for being here with me. This has been a remarkable journey for all of us, and basically trying to prove how much we love adventure, like why we as a staff and why we as a team really believe in what we're doing here as a company and as a community. So please come out and support us and get us through to the end. We just need another 11,000. So donate what you can. Please text adventure to 56651 or go to atmtc.org and donate there. Please donate. I believe we're going to take a second.
While he's processing, Margo, do you want to talk about summer camp real quick and what our plans are and hopes are for this summer?
Sure. So last summer, as many people know, we were not able to run in-person summer camp. We did everything online. We actually had a great summer online, but we are planning to open in-person summer camp this year. Those camps are currently on sale with an early bird discount. So go to the Adventure Theater website, click on summer camps, find the camp that is appropriate for you, and join us this summer. We are also offering the online camps as well, but we are very much looking forward to the in-person camps just to, get everybody back in our spaces. The elementary camp, which is normally at the Glen Echo Park location, will still be at the Glen Echo Park location, and thankfully it is a park. So we are going to spend more time outside. We're going to do outside theater this summer, and we are very excited about that, keeping the kids safe. The number of students in camp will be smaller than in years past. We will be keeping them in pods. They will be outside. It will look similar but different to what's been happening in previous summers. The secondary camp will also look a little bit different because we will keep those numbers much smaller as well to make sure that everybody is safe in the Wintergreen Plaza location in Rockville. But I think we're going to have a good summer, and we are really looking forward to just seeing kids in the space and feeling the energy of summer camp. It's one of my favorite times of year because the main studio that the summer camp kids are in Wintergreen Plaza shares a wall with my office, and it is so loud and I love it.
I wouldn't even call it a wall. It's got a hole under the door. So
it does have a hole. There is a
barrier.
door. There is literally a door and a hole. So really, yeah, it's basically, yeah. But regardless, I love it because it is quiet inside the office most of the year until the kids come after school. And summer camp, that schedule gets flipped upside down, and I get to see the kids and feel their energy, and it totally motivates our team to just keep working as hard as we possibly can for each and every student that comes through our doors.
So I was just handed a piece of paper. We are literally down to $10,293.
Come on, y'all.
We got this. We got this.
Come on, y'all. Let's do this.
Silent auction. Go outbid Leon on the flowers.
You will not. My competitive spirit is invoked.
That is why you need to try and outbid Leon on the flowers. Costa Rica, go for it. Go for it. These trips are really, really great. And the picture that Melissa painted about the Arizona trip is just, I'm calmer already. So you need to bid on that because it sounds delightful. And Jill probably could go nap there for a long summer's nap at this point.
For a few days and not wake up for a few days. No, but again, you know, we do these crazy things, and why we decided on doing something this crazy was just because, look, we had to prove in this weird digital world that we're living in right now in the midst of COVID, that we needed to prove something more than what a lot of other folks are doing. So I'm really grateful that our team was able to put this together and do 30 continuous hours. Like, this has been remarkable. And I just want to say again that you can see the commitment that we've had for our community and for our family and our kids. This is all for them. So hopefully you'll come out and support us and do this. I guess we should go to the last video to get a segue into this the second to the last hour. Let's pull up the video for Mr. Anthony Rapp and Erin Quill. Whenever we're ready to go, and roll tape.
So let's talk about Star Trek Discovery. How fun is it? Like, what's your favorite outfit?
Oh, well, my favorite outfit is my pajamas, which I've worn a couple times because they're so comfortable. They're like the best pajamas I've ever had. I wish I could take them home with me. They're so comfortable. They're like space pajamas, but they're
Space pajamas.
Because the uniform is, I love wearing the uniform too, because I mean, I feel very official wearing the uniform, but it's just not as comfortable. It's a uniform. It doesn't have to be comfortable. It's not supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to make you feel like you're in a uniform.
Like you could blow something up.
Yes,
yeah.
But I do feel badass in it, you know, and I appreciate it.
Well, yeah, because you're there in a uniform in Star Trek, in space.
Yeah, the first day I ever came to work after doing like fittings and everything like that, I actually did a photo shoot and promo thing before I ever set foot into a scene. So it was doing that process that here's a tricorder, here's a phaser, and I'm like, because I'm a nerd.
Toys.
I mean, it's bananas. You know, I had toys like crazy when I was a kid and never imagined myself in these sorts of things. I always thought, I'll enjoy them as an audience member. I didn't project myself into them as an actor. I was like, I'll just be a fan. It's fun. And then when I got it was literally a call in the middle of the night because it was like West Coast time, but New York, I was in New York, and it was like as I was going to, not middle of the night, but late at night, as I was going to bed, I was like checking my email, and they're like, do you have any interest in being in the new Star Trek project? I'm like, what? There's a new Star Trek? I didn't even know it was happening. And then it was like, sure. And it was an offer, which doesn't happen that often.
That's so crazy.
So it's like out of nowhere, this huge gift.
But it's not out of nowhere because it's out of X amount of years of working and showing up and being reliable and choosing, you know, like I've been with you several times where you're like, I have to go home to bed.
Yes.
You know, I cannot go out and party and carouse all night. I have to take care of myself, or I have to get a massage, or I have to, you know, you've been very good and actually an example about how to maintain career longevity because you don't party.
I don't.
You don't party. Like a big night out is like, maybe we'll go grab dinner.
Yeah.
You know, and then we don't even drink at dinner. It's like,
especially if I'm doing a musical. Like, I might have like on the last day of the week, I might have like a glass of wine or 2 glasses of wine at the end of the 8-show week, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of, but it's, and so I do think that I think, you know, it's a personal decision about how you decide to take care of yourself. And you've always been really great about taking care of yourself, about exercising and what you eat and how, you know, how much sleep you get. And I think a lot of times it's very easy to turn to like our phone or video games or something else and kind of, you know, all of a sudden realize, hey, it's 4 a.m. I probably should get to sleep.
Yes.
But you
Yes.
have not, like in my observation, you don't do that when you're working. You do that like if you're on vacation or
Yes.
you're not on a project.
Yes, yes, yeah. Like when I have downtime, yeah, I do very much believe in downtime and making sure you also have things like if it's gaming or reading or exercising or yoga or whatever that are not part of show business. You know, that you have other things that can really feed your mind and soul. I do that fully, believe me. But when I'm working, I'm very focused on
Yeah,
trying
when you're
to
working, you're focused.
maintain. Yeah,
And you love baseball.
I do love baseball. Yes.
He loves baseball in a way. Oh my, it's fanatical. It's fanatical how much you love baseball. But I think again, it's that same thing. It's like so interesting the way you love baseball because you love stats and you love game theory and you love all the like, okay, well, this is if this guy gets this one, then this is gonna happen. This is good. I mean, it's mathematical in a way.
And I think that I have always thought, I've talked to my brother-in-law is a former ball player, and he actually won a World Series with the Reds. So, and he loves talking about it. Like
You sit very close to him.
But I've always thought that there's a kind of similarity between baseball players and theater artists in the sense that baseball players, their schedule is a grind. And they're on the road a lot, but they don't have the kind of days off that like basketball players or football players have. They're on every day, you know, and so there's something about that rhythm and the kind of ritual aspect of it that I feel like there's something a little bit in common, especially with musical theater performers on Broadway when you're 8 shows a week and the way you have to think. I'd long said that I think being in musical on Broadway is the closest actors will ever be to being an athlete, unless you're like playing a superhero maybe.
If you're playing a superhero, you're kind of on wires and you're being
and you have stunt men, you know,
you have stunt guys. But I do think I have known a couple of baseball players in my life, and I think the other thing is when you do talk to them, they get it. If you say like, I can't have a show, they're like, okay. You know, so it's like the instant acknowledgement that you give one another that like that's your career and you're taking it seriously, and I acknowledge that. Go do what you got to do. So I've always liked professional baseball players to talk to and to chat with because they're fun and they acknowledge that it's like that weird hybrid of you absolutely love it, it's a job.
Yes. And the other similarity is like no matter what happened the night before on stage, you got to go out there and do it again that next night. And same thing in baseball. Clearly, even if you got a home run the last at bat, you got to do your best to do something good at the next one. You're never done. You can't just go, okay, I'm done now. You know,
right?
Show 2 of the week, show 4 of the week, show 5 of the week. Every time it's up to you to give it your 100%.
And it is very difficult on second show days to get your wind back. To step on that, to be like, okay, I'm gonna get a salad. I'm gonna try and rest. The equity caught here. Can I take a nap? You know, like how do you? So what's your like double show day ritual? Do you have one?
It depends on the show, and it depends on how much time between shows. But yeah, I tend not to take a nap between shows because sometimes my energy crashes too much, and then I gotta like come up out of the pit of it.
Right.
So yeah, I try to find a way to like have a meal that's enough to sustain me, but not too heavy. Right. You know, and just like relax. If it's a demanding show, just be quiet, relax, and then gear up again for the second show kind of thing.
How was doing If Then, since you'd gone off and you did a bunch of movies, and then you came back to Broadway to do If Then with your Rent co-star Idina Menzel.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was a wonderful experience. So Michael Greif directed it.
Right.
And I knew LaShawns who was in it. I'd known her for 20 years or so at that point. So she was one. I knew Jen Colella for a long time, you know, and Tom Kitt and Brian Yorkie, who wrote the show. Right. I'd worked with them on early versions of Next to Normal in development, and then
that's right. You were the assistant director.
Yeah, and then I assisted Michael in the off-Broadway production with that. So it was kind of old home week in so many ways. So it's just this one talk about how important it is for good people to work together. That was a clear case of that, and we really gave it our all, and we loved doing it. And you know, it did. We ran for about a year, which is nice, but it certainly didn't do what we thought it might do in terms of be the kind of success that we thought it could be, because we thought it was quite special. And
I thought it was quite special. I remember because I was in LA at the time, and I came back, and I remember I think it was like the last night here before I had to go back, and I fit it in. Like I was like, I can come to the last minute show, and I remember seeing you after and just being like, it is wonderful.
yeah, thank you.
What are they talking about? Like, because I had read everything, and sometimes you do go to shows because your friends are in them, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I was like, I don't know what anybody else is talking about.
It's just taste is taste, and some people, some things work for some people and some things don't. So it's just part of it,
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people who are big fans of the show. And it was wonderful to be a part of I was a part of the development over a course of a couple of years.
Right.
Reading workshops. So it was great to get to have a character written for me, to get to create the role with people I love and respect and trust. Yeah, it was a wonderful experience. And it was during that experience that I met Ken. So,
right.
like all kinds of things happened.
Everything happens. The universe aligns.
I was assigned.
Who gave you an assignment? I'm the only one who gives assignments around here. So you're the one Lorca sent?
Yeah.
So what's your shooting schedule now? What episode are you on in the season?
We're actually kind of like jumping around a little bit, depending on what sets are ready or what, because of COVID protocols, we're having to move this. So we're like, part of the week, sometimes we might be doing episode 2, part of the week we might be doing episode 6, so.
And that's how TV works, kids.
Yes, that's how it works. So
are you all potted together in the same building?
No, we're essentially in lockdown in Toronto when we're not at work. We could go to the grocery store, we could take walks, but
right.
we have to, the guidance in the city is that people in their households should stay in their households as much as possible, so.
Yeah, that's probably the wise course.
Yeah.
Children of America.
Yes.
It's not that exciting to go out and then catch something. You should stay home.
That's right.
And
I'm getting tested 3 times a week.
Right. I was in a chat room on Clubhouse, and one of the things that they talked about was how much extra COVID protocols are adding to the shooting budgets.
Mm-hmm.
And so 3 times a week, huh?
Mm-hmm. So there's all those costs of processing all those tests because not everyone is getting 3 times. It depends on what part of the production you're a part of, but there's staffing for that. Then there's all kinds of coordination for that. So materials, people, it's a lot. And then we've been able to make our days happen for the most part. We found a way to make it as smooth as possible, but it did take a bit to adjust to some of the protocols on set, to when we're wearing our masks, when we're not wearing our masks, where do the masks go, how do we put them back on safely, et cetera, et cetera. So it's been, but all the unions work really hard to make this possible, so we feel very fortunate.
So you didn't have Tom Cruise yelling at any of you on set?
No, and our production is taking it very seriously.
Yeah. I shot a commercial early in May, and I thought the production crew was fantastic. Like, honestly, they were just on it with everything. We had this woman that was like, oh, stay back, that's 6 feet, you got it. And I thought by the end of the day she might drop dead because she was so agitated, but I really appreciated it.
Yeah.
Because that allowed me to work.
That's great.
So you just have to be polite to everybody and
yes, take it seriously. Yeah.
And take it seriously.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to say, Mr. Rapp?
I just hope whoever's watching this, that you are staying well and safe as much as possible in these very strange times. And can you only imagine what it's going to be like when theater's back and when we're all in a theater together, and the feeling in that building is going to be incredible.
I
look forward to it.
I look forward to it. I may cry. I know I will cry, but because I find myself like tearing up even when I see people talking about working. I get like, yeah, that would be really nice. And then I start to get like, okay, you have to take it down, Quill, because it's it's not going to happen overnight, but I do feel like there's going to be an emotional release. One of my friends, Jameson Stern, said, you know, what do you think will happen after we've been on this like 2-year pause? And I said, like, what are we supposed to learn? And I think what we learn to a certain extent is how much we take for granted what artists do.
Yes.
And how much they contribute to our enjoyment of life, to the way we feel about ourselves, to the way we feel about other people.
Yes. And the world. Yeah.
And the world in general. Like if people could be a little bit more like actors, which of course is not every parent's nightmare, but but in terms of like, I mean, you know, okay, there are some crazy ones. I'm not gonna lie. But in terms of, you know, in terms of how we are presented on stage and the lessons that we're supposed to be teaching through the shows that we do.
Yes. And
You know?
also just being in the room with people who are giving their heart and soul to something, and that they're putting it out there and people are there to receive it. And there's this sharing in a theater that's unlike any other, or a concert or a dance performance. You know, those were theaters too, but you know,
Yes.
that live performance energy, that exchange, I think people are going to be starving for it. And I hope that you're right, that it's going to no longer be, not that it's ever fully taken for granted, but I think it's going to be even more apparent how much we need that in our lives.
Yeah, I feel like when you buy a ticket and you walk into the theater, you're entering into an agreement with the performer. The performer agrees to show up and agrees to do their best that they possibly can do that day. And you agree as the audience member to be attentive, to not check your phone every 5 seconds, you know, like to be as immersed in the show as an audience member as we are as performers.
Yes.
You know, we don't want people coming in and like trying to videotape us. Then you're clearly not watching the show.
Exactly. And it will never be the same on that little video as it is in that electricity in the air in the room.
Yeah, I remember when I went to the Rent 10 year. Now it's 25. But when I went to the Rent 10 year, there were just 3 or 4 people that took their phones out and tried to record. You should have seen the audience reaction when they would see that phone, that like all of a sudden they would just hissing and put it away and all this stuff. And it was just so don't ruin this for everybody. Be present for all of us. We're never going to get this back.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and then you guys came out and sang No Day But Today, and everybody was a mess.
Yeah.
You know,
that's how we do. We make you a mess.
That's how we do. I never wear eye makeup when I go to see you. I wait until after the show and then I put the mascara on, because it's never a guarantee that I will walk out with my same face I showed up with.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Well, Mr. Rapp, we don't want to keep you too long because we know you have to get to shooting. Yes. So give our love to Ken and thank you so much. And Adventure Theater Stream-a-thon fundraiser. This has been a very special interview with Mr. Anthony Rapp, and I hope you appreciate it.
Live long and prosper. Hey.
Hey. All right, I'll talk to you later. I love you.
Thank you, Erin. I love you too.
Bye.
You. Oh. Now I'm unmuted. Now Jill is muted.
I am unmuted. Live long and prosper.
May Adventure Theater live long and prosper.
Oh,
donating.
Yes.
By texting adventure to 56651.
See, we're functioning like a team now. It took us 30 hours. Only 30 hours. We're functioning like a team.
Less than 10,000 to go. We have crossed the $90,000 threshold. 9,700 people. 9,700.
I am. I cannot express the amount of gratitude I have for the amazing staff. I am lucky in that I got to see all the work that has been, because of the retrospective video that was put together. I got to see all the work. And again, Margot has been doing a remarkable job with the kids and the teaching artists. I just want to reiterate, all of our teaching artists, mad applause for all of you who give so generously your heart and your mind and your soul and your spirit. You know, you are our flagships. You are the ones that are actually make a difference in our kids, and we want to continue to be able to support these amazing artists who reach these kids in difficult times. Think about this. It is beautiful to see these smiling kids connecting over digital, over the internets, and having smiles and watching them find joy and being excited about knowledge and learning and finding things about themselves. And so I do really appreciate what we do here in so many ways. I never thought I would find myself in this kind of awe of the people that work for us. So again, thank you, all of you who do this remarkable work. We need to support every single one of them. We need your help to make sure that we are offering as many of these classes, that we are supporting these teaching artists. Please donate if you can. Text adventure to 56651. That's text adventure to 56651. It takes you to the donation link. So it's not like it's a text. It's, you know, it just takes you from your phone account or anything like that. For all you old people like me, who's like, wait a minute, they take it on my phone. I'm texting. What's going on? No, it's actually a link that it takes you to so that you can donate. So please donate.
I mean, there really are a lot of people that were involved. I mean, you had we have 9 full-time staff members right now. The 3 people that you see on the screen, Craig Stapert, who is our director of development, Danielle Hutchinson, who is our associate education director, Corey Bales, who's our secondary education manager, Cheyenne Taylor, who is our development manager, Heather Sun, who is our marketing associate, Kirsten Parker, who is our associate production manager. I'm missing one person, right? No, that's 9.
Math.
So that's our full time. Plus all of our part time. There's like 15 teachers that we are working with right now. We've got part time. You met Tony, who is part time. Davinia, who is part time with us. Amy Kellett has been with us for most of this through COVID pandemic to date. Sorry about your title, Kirsten. So yeah, I mean, and then you have all the part-time people who made this happen. We've had like teams of 4 or 5 working around the clock with us at the same time. Volunteers are, 19 board members? Just like, if I actually had a brain. So like, there's just so many people to thank to get us to this point.
Yeah, and I know.
Have we thanked Michael yet?
My gosh,
Because I would like to thank Michael Seal.
I would like to thank Michael Seal. Thank goodness he was available. And also like special guests like Andrea Seraldi, who came out for us, who has been an amazing supporter and our host of Celebramos Nuestras Historias, and Carmen Larson, who put together a remarkable hour for us. Andres 123, all of our guests who came out, like Anthony Rapp. You know, I know that he was having a busy filming month because he's still filming at Discovery. So for him to take a solid hour of his time to spend with us and to record this interview for us was just great. Rizwan Manji, Monique, who wrangled some really talented people to do her interviews, got some Broadway folks, you know. I know I'm missing a lot of people, but they all came out because they understood how important adventure is to the community, and we need you to prove them right. We need you to prove them right. We have just 9,000 to go. Let's bring it home, folks. We have another hour and 10 minutes. An hour and 5 minutes. We need you to take us home. We just need to bring in those 9,000, a little over $9,000. So let's donate as much as you can. All of our amazing social media folks who are volunteering.
Link Strategies.
Link Strategies. Michelle Lynch, who's also volunteering. Thank you, Michelle, who is posting and pushing and telling people. Looks like Kelly Scott is posting on Facebook, but I think she's supposed to be with us. Kelly, you're supposed to be with us.
At 7.
Okay, so
she has a couple minutes.
She has some time.
She's prepping.
We don't want to panic her. She's posting. I'm like, what are you doing, Kelly? Holly, who's generously donated.
The stage management team. Do
Our
you want
stage
to?
team. We have this amazing cycle of folks who've come out and actually shared space with us in their masks. And even though we are doing some remarkable things, just being in support, making sure our things are running. This hasn't been easy. So, I just really appreciate the love and kindness that a lot of people have shown us. But again, we're just 9,000 away.
Okay.
9,000 people. Let's do this. Okay.
And thank you to the parent volunteers. I want to toss that in there too. Thank you, parents.
What was that, Marco?
I said thank you to our parent volunteers.
Parents.
Great.
Parents.
We appreciate all the parents.
Parents.
All of them.
Yeah.
I also want to throw in our families. Like
everybody
who's involved, their families made space. Speaking personally, my wife has been home with the 4 kids by herself for the last 30 plus hours. So she's part of the team. And I know Margot's hiding in her closet there.
I'm not in the closet. It's not a closet. I am technically in a room with the door closed, but it is a room, not a closet.
Oh, and I can hear him out there going, "Let us in! Let us in!"
Yeah, it's that hour. Yeah.
Oh, you think that you never feed them? That's the funny thing about that. It's like because
they're fed. They're fed.
I know you feed them literally every hour on the hour almost.
We gotta run the Streamathon by their snack clock.
Yeah, and and even my mom, who was like, "What do you want me to do?" Ugh, okay, fine. Broke away from her first love, which is her new rice cooker that I got her, and decided to make something for me, and take her attention away from her new rice cooker. So it was hard for my mom. Thank you all. I know we're still kind of like, this is us doing soft pitch and look and just reminding people, look, y'all, we thought about this. We knew that we had to prove to a lot of folks, because it's hard. It's hard to see what Margot's doing. It's hard. You can see what the production side is doing for all these times, because we are public. We're all of our things are public facing. And so that's why it was important that we integrated all those pieces and what a complete organization we are. And so this 30 hours was an opportunity to share with you, especially today, we'll share with you the impact that we have with our students. You saw those kids, like those audition pieces that Tony put together. There's the beautiful movement pieces that they did. There's editing that they put together. You got to see them really talk about the impact that our teaching artists had with them. So we are making change, and we need your help to ensure that we continue to make this change.
It's officially 7 o'clock.
Officially, woohoo!
It is officially hour 30. We are in the 30th hour. Just go with it, chill. I'm telling you, it'll make sense once you sleep, but we are in the 30th hour.
It's the final countdown.
I was not going to do that, but
So, and I know Craig and Cheyenne and Heather are pushing on their own fronts as well to get donors. I've been texting people all day. And those of you who have ignored me all day today, ignore at their peril. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. But I do love my friends who have who've stepped up, and when I gave them the shout out on the live feeds. I love you all. Thank you for stepping up and supporting. I could really use a lot more. Please, I know you all are seeing this. Look, Bridget family. I think Bridget's parents just made a $100 donation. So thank you. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
They were with us a good part of the afternoon
they
watching.
were. And also, Bridget, by the way, was up really late. Did I just call her out? Like, Bridget, you were up late. I saw you posting at like midnight. What the heck was going on there?
She's a really talented child with a lot on her plate.
She said she was
In
studying.
pre-pro and in school. She's got a lot going on. I'm going to defend her here. Okay? 100%.
So it was awesome. Thank you, Trayvon family. Thank you for doing that. Michael Witt, who is telling us, yay, we're rocking it. Michael. Hi, Michael. Yes. So thank you. We love spending time, and thank you for being so supportive for us. I'm looking at all the feeds right now. And Holly, I heard you were having technical difficulties. I'm sorry you had technical difficulties trying to get on. Oh, Holly, if we could just FaceTime you in, I would have. But thank you for your support. We could use a lot more, so if you can, that'd be great. Otherwise, we love you. We'll talk to you soon. And now, of course, Kelly's having a time getting in. Kelly Scott. After we're like, no, it's not 7:00 yet. Kelly, come on. Where are you?
Auction's still open.
Auction is still open. So is any of this tabulation with the auction or without the auction? I don't know. My brain is so fried. Right. So you notice, all of you, I am fried. I will, call in all my chits probably more tomorrow when I've got some sleep. And of course, now I'm getting phone calls. Are you mad that I called some of you all out?
That's like parents calling their students in the middle of class.
Yes.
They know where you are. You're on screen right now.
I know. It's like, yeah.
That does remind me of a fun story from the summer while we're just like filling time. What was it that somebody's parent walked by with the kid in summer camp who was like in the middle of getting dressed?
Mm-hmm.
Happened.
It happened. Yeah, it happened. The teaching artist, because our teaching artists are phenomenal, quickly cut that student's camera. The student did not see that was happening. They did not notice. And so the student spent the next 2 minutes or so asking why their camera was off on the video. But we got it taken care of. It was all fine. Sometimes the kids come in with snacks. They present their snacks. They present their pets. They present all kinds of stuff. It's part of the fun of being at your house.
We do get to know them in a more intimate way than we've ever had. We get more of their family life than ever before.
Yeah, I will say too, like, because there's a couple of videos where some of the lovely parents who are of course home with their kids and was in the same room sometimes with their teaching artists, and sometimes the parent would say things, and the teaching artist, all of them, every single one of them, greeted that with love and kindness, and work with them and answer their questions and took the time. And I love that. I love that we met every every moment with kindness and caring. And that's why we do this. We do this because we want everyone to find a better way in this world. And we know that one of the better ways to do it is through musical theater. So, okay, run the ATMTC highlights as we work on bringing in Kelly.
Do we have a short thing from the overnight highlights? Like, do we have like a 5-minute from the overnight?
You mean an edit after all that stuff?
No. The pieces. You did it was when I took the break, so I don't know how long the segments are. Where you did the retrospective segments.
Oh, the retrospective? It's just that Vanessa.
Kelly's here. Kelly is here.
Great, but
we are all saved. Hello, Kelly.
Just so you know, Kelly, we are at our last hour, right? So
I like your blazer.
We love a power blazer, Margot.
Power Blazer the musical.
And so we were trying to fill time, right? And our filling time, I know we were like swimming in off the rails.
It's all good. Kelly, you get the honor of introducing the next segment, I think.
Oh,
also, actually, real quick, I'll introduce you at least because this is Kelly Scott, and we are delighted to have you here, Kelly, our head of music this year, working with me to help manage the music curriculum and start to sort of unify that trajectory for all of our students, which has been awesome. And also the mastermind behind our next segment.
Thank you so much, Margot. I'm so excited to share with you just a little bit, in little snippets, kind of like teasers, like we saw with like the pre-professional program, about what our students have been working on and how incredible and resilient they have been throughout this entire virtual learning process. So what you're going to see first coming up is some of my personal voice students. We have an incredible private voice program here at ATMTC, where we have been working with students that are just beginning their voice journeys, all the way up to students who are preparing for college auditions, for summer stock programs, for a lot of different things. And I'm so proud that we have the staff and the ability to make sure that all of our students feel like they are supported, they get the training that they need at every level. So what you are going to be seeing today are just two of our students. Their names are Taylor and Ellie, and you'll hear so much more about them in their packets that they have recorded to share with you today. And I chose these two students to share with you today because they are two of our oldest students that I've been working with. Taylor is currently applying for college auditions, so that has been what we've been working on together. And Ellie is in high school, and she is working on competitions and summer program auditions. So two of our advanced students that are going to talk to you today a little bit about what they have gained from the private voice program and why they think that training at ATMTC is so important. Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Scott, head of music at ATMTC, and I'm so excited to talk to you today about our private voice program. Our private voice program has something for all of our students, from our younger students who are just starting voice lessons for the first time and figuring out what their voices are, all the way up through our older students who are preparing for college auditions, preparing for roles in performances, and really honing their craft so that they can be the best performers that they can be. Today, it is my biggest honor to share with you two of my personal students from my private voice studio and have them talk to you a little bit about their successes through the private voice program here at ATMTC. The first student I'm excited to introduce to you today is Taylor Rand. Taylor and I have been working together for about 1.5 years at ATMTC through private voice, and her voice has just exploded with possibilities. We have been working on getting her belt in a wonderful, warm, mature, healthy space so that she can really start to transition out of high school musical theater into adult musical theater sounds and pieces. Taylor is currently in her first year at Frederick County Community College, but will be transferring to another college next year. Taylor's had so many college auditions over this virtual learning time, and she has done an incredible job with all of them. And let me be the first to say that the acceptance letters for Taylor are just rolling in. The first acceptance that she has recently received is her acceptance to the American Music and Dramatic Academy in New York, and I'm so excited for her. She has all of these colleges at her disposal, and I'm sure she's going to pick the right choice for her and her voice. But before we get to college, she has done so much training here at ATMTC. So before you get to hear her sing, Taylor's going to answer a couple questions about why private voice training is so important.
I was a completely different person when I started vocal lessons. I was 9, I was shy, I wasn't talkative, and I was emotionally numb. Looking at me today, I'm clearly not the same person. They've taught me so much, not just in performing, but in everyday life. They taught me how to realize my own emotions, learn how to communicate them and express them to other people and to myself. They taught me how to be comfortable with making mistakes, learning to accept that perfection isn't real. They taught me how to be confident and recognize my own talent. And they've shown me what I'm passionate about, not only performing, in everyday life. Even if you don't want to be a performer, there's absolutely nothing you can receive from vocal lessons other than benefit. It will help you in so many different aspects of your life, irregardless of performing. You can play a sport for a certain amount of time, but at some point or another, you're gonna have to stop. If you learn music, if you learn how to use your voice, you're always able to do that. That knowledge never goes away. And it's so fun. Music is such an important aspect of life. So give it a try. It is always important, no matter what type of performer you are, to be taking vocal classes. I don't care if you've been in 17 shows and you've been taking vocal classes your entire life. We never stop growing as performers and as humans. And any person in the business will tell you that every aspect of it is interconnected. So you're not only learning things about your voice and how to apply technique, you are learning how to translate the things you learn through your voice into dance, into acting. It's so important.
I am so proud of Taylor's growth and her progress, and I know she is only going to keep achieving more every year. So now, Taylor is going to be performing 2 of her college audition pieces for you today. First, she will be performing Woman from The Pirate Queen, followed by Spark of Creation from The Children of Eden. We hope you enjoy.
But when you have a dream and you're caught in its grip, you can climb aboard a ship. You can, for you're a man. You can restore that place where the earth meets the sky. Fight a battle, be brave, be true. If you can do it, learn and I am meant to fly. Sail the North Strait. Why it's been free with no chains in my appetite before I die. I should be free, free to be graced, so I can feel the weight on my face. And when I lay back and I should go, face down the storm that's there below. And wait a bit, just so then, no. The spark of creation is burning bright within me. The spark of creation won't let me rest at all until I discover, rebuild, or uncover a thing that I can call my celebration of the spark of creation. The spark of creation. May it burn forever. The spark of creation. I am a keeper of the flame. We think all we want is a lifetime of pleasure, each perfect day stay the same. Endless vacation. Well, that's alright if we're kind of frustration. But when you're born with an imagination, sooner or later you're feeling the fire, get higher and higher. The spark of creation.
I have heard people say in the past that the musical theater community is a small, tight-knit community where everyone seems to know everyone in some way. And that is absolutely the case for me and our next student, Ellie Ehrenstein. I first met Ellie when I first moved to the Washington, D.C. area, and I was working for a few other voice studios before I came to ATMTC. She was one of my first students here, and we worked together for a couple of months, and she made some great progress. But unfortunately, I was leaving to go back to Austria for a little bit for a job that I had already signed a contract to, and that meant Ellie and I had to split ties there. I always wondered what happened with Ellie and her training, because once I left that studio, we didn't keep in touch as much anymore. Cue ATMTC. I am at ATMTC music directing one day, and all of a sudden I see Ellie walk down the hallway. We see each other through the window and go, oh my gosh, it's you! We were so excited to see each other again, and it was just that kismet of everything happens for a reason. I'm so excited to be back and to be Ellie's teacher full-time again, where we have been working together for about 1.5 years now at ATMTC. Let me be the first to tell you that Ellie's voice has also grown in such a different way. When Ellie and I first started working together, we were focusing on getting her in a healthy belt, a healthy mix, and really honing in on her repertoire that captured what her voice was. However, one day Ellie came to me and said, I'd like to sing some classical music. And I said, that sounds great. Little did I know what a huge voice would be behind this classical sound. For the past couple of months, Ellie and I have been working on IPA in the International Phonetic Alphabet so that she is more able to dictate and read in foreign languages. We have been working on art songs and arias in different languages. And today, for the first time, Ellie is going to perform her very first opera aria. But before we get to that exciting piece, here's Ellie to tell you a little bit about why her training at ATMTC has been so impactful.
So first of all, it provides a rock-solid foundation that allows a singer to use proper technique. And when you have proper technique, you can explore all different styles of music, be it musical theater or classical. Also, what comes along with vocal technique is learning how to stand, learning how to hold yourself. And when you're delivering a song on stage or as an actor, when you're speaking your lines, that really comes into it, and that really makes all the difference in the performance and how you execute it. So it's a game changer. So with the proper technique that I've learned, I've been able to explore different styles of music. I primarily studied musical theater at first, and then since have branched out into classical music. So I've learned about different vocal techniques across the board, and in doing so, I've learned a lot more about my voice. Also, I've become a lot more confident when auditioning for any sort of project, when delivering a song on stage, when delivering lines on stage, and even delivering a school project. I would highly recommend taking private voice. In my case, I found that one-on-one instruction helped me enormously. My teacher suggested interesting repertoire and so many different warm-up techniques tailored to my voice and my goals, which I found so helpful. She also gave me tips that I felt I could implement very quickly. And looking back, I've taken private voice both virtually and in person, and I can say that I truly feel like I've accomplished my goals.
Now, I will be the first one to tell you, as I've also told Ellie herself, that the pieces she is currently working on in her repertoire were pieces that I did not touch in my opera career until I was in college. Ellie is only a sophomore at Walt Whitman High School, and I'm so excited to show you the progress we've made on her classical sound in her very first aria. Today, Ellie will be performing Mein Herr Marquis from Die Fledermaus, and we hope you enjoy. Taylor and Ellie are just two of our awesome students here at ATMTC who are doing incredible things outside of the academy, from winning competitions, being accepted into prestigious summer musical theater programs, and being accepted into some of the best colleges across the country. We hope if you are thinking about taking private voice that you come join us here at ATMTC and hone your skills with us. It is our job and our mission to give you all of the tools that you need to be successful as a performer and as a singer. We hope to see you in our studios very soon.
That was some amazing voices. So, wow. I think we have a segment of the virtual choir as well. Is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Did you want to intro that? Because I think you'll set the song and everything for that too as well, right, Kelly?
Absolutely, absolutely. So yes, we put out the ask for our very first All Academy virtual choir, and we know that Our students have been working so incredibly hard in their lessons and in their classes, whether it be voice or dance or acting or speech or whatever that might be. And we knew we were just throwing one extra thing at them and saying, hey, we would love to have your voice. We would love to have your face. We would love to have you as committed as you are, as flexible enough to be for us, to commit to recording one more thing. And we're very, very thankful and fortunate that we had a wonderful small group of students submit themselves and their videos for our very first All Academy Virtual Choir. So the song that they will be performing for you today is I See Stars from the Broadway musical Mean Girls. And as Margot has pointed out before, it is not a mean song. Heartwarming song.
It is. It is.
It is. So I really enjoyed watching this piece come together, and there's just something so wonderful about seeing all of our students back on stage together, this virtual screen, this virtual stage that we have, and seeing all their faces together, which is why we're so excited to hopefully see all of our students back in person again this summer at our summer camp. So again, if you have not registered for the summer camps, there is an early bird deal. If you have not already done that, to make sure that you jump on that so that we can see everybody back in person. But until then, we really hope you enjoy our All Academy Virtual Choir. All of us here at ATMTC Academy have been thinking of ways to allow our students to feel like they're together working as an ensemble again through the virtual stage. Unfortunately, we know absolutely nothing will take the place of performing live on stage in front of an audience with your best friends, but we think that we have at least accomplished a little bit of that here today. ATMTC Academy is so excited to present to you our first ever All Academy Virtual Choir. We put out the ask to our Academy students to dedicate time to practice and record a piece of music that they had not learned before this, and boy, did they do an incredible job. I am so excited to present to you today the song I See Stars from the hit Broadway musical Mean Girls. We hope that you enjoy their hard work and this presentation, and that you continue to support our efforts here at ATMTC and ATMTC Academy.
Easy to break, don't shine away. You are so real, you are so rare. I see you there, I see you, I see stars.
So we're having some sound issues on that video. Yeah, we're having some sound issues, so we're gonna try to figure it out. And play again. Just play here, and we'll stay here until it plays.
Fake, easy to break. That's how I used to be. Here, take it. Now I'm awake. I'll tell you what I see. Magic don't shine, glitter don't shine, rhinestones don't shine the way you do. You are so real, you are so rare. I see you there, I see you, I see stars, so many stars tonight. You could make diamonds dull. You are so beautiful. I see stars. You shine as bright as day. I will look out for you.
And this is how we take it home. No, so as you can see, we are having issues with the video itself, because it looks like it's the pre with because there's one student missing. It looks like the correct video has 8 students at the very beginning, correct, and not, or 10. Sorry, I can't even count right, so I don't know what I'm doing.
We're just waiting on the correct video. It's all good.
Yeah. It's not the correct video. So we'll wait. But again, we have 30 more minutes, and this is a 4-minute video. And you know what? It's a great reminder for us to go and remind everyone to donate. We are so close, all of you. We are so close.
I actually have a slightly different request. Everyone take out your cell phone, all the people that are watching, and I want all of you to text 5 of your friends and ask them to text adventure to 56651. Because if each one of you that is now watching asks 5 people, we might get there.
Please text. Have your friends text. Just ask 5 of your friends. Text. No donation is too small. No donation is too big. But please donate. Anything will be immensely helpful. So please donate. Okay. So we still have to wait until our stage management team figures out what's going on. But all of you, thank you again for being here. Please text your friends. Just 5. We just need you to text 5 of your friends. We're trying to take this home. We're so close. We are, I believe, now about 8K away.
It's coming in hot and furious right now. People are like not using the system. They're texting me. They're calling this. So like it's hard to keep all the numbers together. But we're definitely less than 9,000 away.
Yeah. So keep pushing. We are so close. I feel like this is for all of you who do know this reference for the Jerry Lewis telethons, where he's at the last like 15 minutes and he's leaning. People are holding Jerry Lewis up, and he's got his like tie all disheveled, and he's hoarse, and he's just asking for like the last, just give your last donation. Let's bring this home. And like he's doing this desperate act, like he's gonna fall. I actually had some of my friends go texting me, so no, chill. You need to like dramatically fall, and then have the camera push it on you and say, instead of saying Rosebud, go donate. And then like really?
Really? That's what you want?
Really? Is this the Kane reference?
I will do anything. So if that's what it's gonna take.
We don't see you because you don't take the camera, Leon. That's not helpful.
Oh, sorry.
No. That is, and now we get to see him without his hat, which is why he has his hat. But
I'm waiting to put this one on. This is the one I was going to put on when we get to the goal.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, when we get to the goal.
There's
yes.
no Adventure Theater logo on that.
Almost got him.
Oh no!
Oh, you little.
Did I mention we have a new Adventure Theater baby in the family? If not for us, for the sake of our new baby. Board member Christina Chang had a baby last week. So in her honor, help us get there. Shameless.
Christina, I heart-wholeheartedly apologize for that. I don't even know what that was. We are in the last half hour, and as you of the 30th hour. That still doesn't sound right to me in my head, but I have been up for 30 straight hours in front of people. So
I promise we are not pranking you. Okay? I know Leon said he was gonna prank you, so at some point you may have been expecting it, but we're not pranking you with math. I promise.
Oh, this is hilarious. I will say, Kelly, like
between being 45 and being in your 46th year.
Well, don't do that to him now. Why would you do that?
You're asking me maths right now too, and I'm just like, oh, this is how we're gonna end this. This is so awesome. The only thing that we can do, all of y'all, is to reach out to Andres. So please reach out to Andres, and if he can push it over, we have 30 minutes. If not, it is what it is. Thank you all for looking. I know y'all are scrambling, so thank you. We are having issues with the video. We want to make sure that it represents all the joy and love that people put into it. We don't want to be missing any of our students who work so hard to put their materials in there. So worst case also is that we will post this video in a couple of days, and so that you'll be able to celebrate it with all the rest of us. We'll also extend this deadline a few more days. I know that we're going to do that just to make sure that we get to our final goal. We're so close, though. If we can make it today, then I can actually sleep. I know you all want me to sleep, right? You do. You want me to sleep, right? Because I would appreciate if I could just take a... I haven't even been able to take the... everyone's talking about these power naps, these mysterious, like, oh, no, chill. Like, you can just take a quick 20-hour nap, and you'll be fine.
Quick 20-hour
20
nap.
hours.
See, this is how bad it is. 20 minute, quick 20-minute nap. And I want you to know all these people who, because I've talked to my neurologist friend who are like, there's no such thing as 20-minute power naps. There isn't. There is, however, a REM cycle that if you are able to get it a single REM cycle, but that does not replace a night of sleep. So my neurologist, who is a world-renowned specialist, said, y'all lies, telling me I can take a 20-minute nap and I'll be fine in the middle of the Streamathon. New.
Who told you that?
Michael did it. Michael's like, I took a 20-minute power nap. I feel great. It's like, no, lies.
Well,
Yeah.
to be
that
fair,
was his
hasn't Michael been up
experience.
the whole time too? Did he take a nap?
He could have had a great power nap. He could have had a great 20-minute nap and actually feel great. That's his experience. You can't say that's a lie.
Oh, now I feel bad. Not really. So Vanessa, can you just confirm if you have that video instead of I think I have it? So let's just check that. And let's do one more round. So
Take out your cell phone
take
if
out
you
your
haven't
phone.
already, and text 5 of your friends and ask them to please donate by texting adventure to 56651. So if everybody that is listening now who can hear my voice does that, I think we have a good shot to get there.
Take
And-
out
Go
your
ahead.
phones.
The auction is still going on. I see people bidding. That will close in 21 minutes. So, don't get outbid. We still have some deals in there, so don't get outbid.
Go for the dinosaur.
Yes.
Who knew the dinosaur would be the most popular thing? I think it's had the most bids.
I feel like Costa Rica would be pretty solid.
Costa Rica is
Yeah.
like having bigger jumps,
Right.
but I think there's been more bids on the dinosaur.
Well,
Really? Wow. There's such really good stuff on here too, actually, but that's because I've been so busy with all our production stuff that I hadn't even had a chance to really take a look at this either. And now that I've seen, it, I'm like, oh, I should. Oh,
Jill, are you going to spend the All Academy Choir segment bidding?
maybe. Well, no. The problem is, I tried to get on the click thing, but I was like, where's my wallet? I don't even know where my wallet is. I don't know where my wallet is, y'all. It could be
What do
in
you
my
think
car.
I've been bidding with?
It could be my car. It could be at home. Like, where's my wallet? I don't know where's my wallet. Like, I can't bid now right now. So yes, this is your brain. This is your brain on 30 hours of no sleep. I do not recommend it. I know some of you kids out there who's going to go into the colleges and think that this is a funny thing to try to do these late nighters. Don't do it. Don't. Seriously, if you don't know the material the day before, you're not going to learn it that night. I hate to tell you, you're not. But you should try to learn it a full week or so before, which is why you don't do these. I don't know. Why am I doing that? What am I doing? I'm now literally like, I'm parenting the ether. Hi, everybody.
It's because Leon brought out the onesie and
It takes a village.
Of off the rails. We're like a village of off the rails. We are. Well, except for our power suit team over here with the power
Hey.
blazer.
Power Blaze is a musical coming.
It's been in the
That'd
works.
be awesome.
COVID got in the way. Margot's already working on the choreography. In the works.
Oh, it'll
We
take
are
her
going
back.
to take another break though this summer. So
Oh, that's true. I am taking another break this time. Then we're back on.
great.
Small hiatus. Chill's also got the Power Blazer memo. I mean, it's really just Leon that missed the update, I guess. Next time.
Well, I'm invested in my outfits.
Everyone should donate right now to get Leon a Power Blazer. So your donations will help go towards getting
You're
Leon.
not spending any of these donations on me. This is for the kids.
Yeah.
Whatever we have
I will say, however, through COVID, Leon has kept he's kept healthy, he's kept trim, and kept the weight off that he was worried about. So I'm really proud of Leon in the year that he's been running on COVID. So yay, Leon!
I'm almost lost 50 pounds,
Wow.
and about half of that during COVID.
That's impressive.
Well, you see the trick. I can't do this. You see the trick is being a parent who needs alone time. And so I've been running every morning.
So you've been running for escape. That's awesome.
Going to say that on the air. I'm just saying
He always
me
returns to the
time.
same spot. He's not just running in one direction.
I know.
It's a round trip.
Well, that's because the wire catches up to him and then it pulls him back.
The anklet, it zaps me if I get too far.
Wow.
It's like dong. You know those power chords for martial arts when you see those fighting sequences when you get pulled. Have you ever seen those? Those are really amazing. It is for stage combat, so it looks like when you get hit, you get like pulled by this wire. So that's what Leon's on when he's running. He just gets pulled back by that wire. So it looks like we did find the video that we're a revised one that has everything fixed. That is the drama. You know, I feel like we're at like a heist movie, and the four of us have been heisted, and we're waiting for someone to catch the people who have taken the video, and now they have our production
That is a
team.
very undramatic heist movie. We're not at all in distress.
I don't know how you would put a like dangling rig here to do my like Tom Cruise to switch out the tapes.
Dun, 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 dun.
I
would be
used to play that theme on the xylophone in middle school. That was cool.
Shall we pull up the video?
Yes, please.
fully. Sounds great.
Oh, we need another moment.
Yeah, they're setting it up. Please support, or we'll continue to go off the rails. Please support, because we are totally off the rails now. Please support. Again, part of why we're being giddy is that we have spent a lot of time together. And I know some of you have been with us through the whole 30-hour journey. Some of you have checked in and out. So thank you for everyone who has poked in, peeked in, just to see how we're doing. And thank everyone who has been watching this process. This has been a really fun journey for all of us. As you can see, we are giddy all the way to the end, and taking all the interesting twists and turns of what it means to do live events like these. So thank you for staying up with us. And
6,000 to go.
so, wow.
6,000 to go.
6,000 to go.
6,000. Come on, all of y'all. Let's do this. Bring it home.
Thank
Bring
you,
it
Mitchell
home.
Herman, for the big gift.
Oh,
I
Mitchell.
owe you some shawarma.
Is that like the one in the Avengers where they go at the end of the movie and go have some shawarma? That's awesome.
I wasn't even thinking about that, but he's a total Marvel geek. I'm a DC geek.
Mitch,
Marvel
we gotta
geek.
go,
Feel that.
man.
Huh?
We gotta go, Mitch. We gotta go. I didn't realize you were a Marvel geek. We gotta hang out because that's fun. Did you all? By the way, for all of y'all, like I know the restaurant is shut down now, but there's a restaurant that he took me to that's in his neighborhood, like within walking distance, where there's a picture of him when he was just out of the service in the Navy.
Mitchell?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Mitchell was looking svelte and young and like freshly minted out of World War II, I think. And so I was like, "That's you, Mick? Wow!" So he was looking good. Maybe not World War II, but he was definitely Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's that old. But he was definitely fresh in or out of the military, and he looked really good. So, Mitch, you're awesome. Thank you. I am talking out of the side of my mouth at this point. I don't know. I don't know what's real. What is that from the Matrix where it's like, take the red pill or the blue pill? Which one do you want to take? And now I don't even know which one was the real one. Do you remember what the real one was? Was it the red pill that took you into the Matrix?
What is Leon doing?
I don't know. We're all swimming. Look at Leon.
Leon, I thought you were the one that didn't have enough room.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're the one that kept saying you didn't have enough room over there. You've literally collapsed on the floor and are now swimming. I don't know what that was. I'm not sure what that part was.
Now my friends are like, you should get everybody to sing. I'm like, really? Is that?
We want to hear the kids sing.
I know. We want to hear the kids sing. You don't want to hear the adults sing, please.
Kelly's
Yes.
a great singer.
No, that's true. Kelly, I would love to hear Kelly sing.
Not right now, though. I don't want to put her on the spot. But I'm just saying, I would very much like to hear Kelly sing because she's a great singer.
I'm sick.
I love it. It's like,
maybe another time. But I'm going to always let my students be my voice because they are just incredible. I want to give
another $1,000 gift.
Yay!
Michael Aiken put in another $1,000.
Michael! Oh, thank you.
It's awesome.
He's got to jump to another event at 8. He wanted to see us home, but he has to go someplace else at 8. But thank you, Michael Aiken.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you
so much.
Oh, so Shayna tells me the red pill tells you the truth. So I don't know which hand it was on, but anyway.
That was a good pantomime, though. way to track your props.
Oh, no. I didn't remember where it was. I think I put it here. So I'm like, yeah. I know. So just so y'all know, this is how our meetings go. So Kelly, this is how our meetings go. So
I've been a couple of them over the summer to get a gist of how they traditionally go. So.
I'm usually under control as long as I don't have any sugar.
Did he just say he's usually under control? Is that what he said?
He did say that.
As long as I don't have any sugar.
He was setting up the
Nice.
Culadas for everyone afterwards.
Remember when I did that as a joke? I didn't think you were serious. I didn't think that was real. Remember when I got him that giant thing of Sprite? Like it was the 3rd month I was here, and I got him that, and you all looked at me like, "What have you done?" I remember it was you, it was Margot, Danielle, and actually Corey. I think the 3 of you just looked at me like, "What have you done?" And he was bouncing around in 30 minutes. I was like, all right, wow, okay, you all were serious. And we're only able to play a short 41-second clip of the file. So let's just let's not play the one with the ones. Let's not play that. What we'll do is let's play the 41-second clip and just use it as a teaser and say that we will put the official one out once we have that video later this week, because we want that to look really good. And this is part of the kids have really worked really hard. And so we want to make sure that we
all of our students are represented. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's make sure we do that.
And it will be worth the wait, friends. I absolutely promise you that.
Yeah. Yeah, so apparently there's a corruption in the file, and that is the problem with digital. So once it's corrupted once, it's going to continue to corrupt. So please don't worry about uploading or downloading. But we do need to make sure Andres sends us a new downloaded file that is exported out of his system, and so that we have it and that we present it next week. We'd love to make sure that we present it next week. Or this week. Sorry, this week.
It's only Monday, so this week.
Yeah. So later this week. So we'll do that. Let's present the 41 seconds, and then as soon as we get to the end, just clip it out, and then to at the 41 seconds, and then come back to us. Nope, that's not it. There you go.
That's how I used to be. Here, take it. Now I'm awake. I'll tell you what I see. Plastic don't shine, glitter don't shine, rhinestones don't shine the way you do. You are so real, you are so rare. I see you there. I see you. I see stars.
What a team.
So, thank you. Thank you all. So that was actually a really cute teaser. We will have the full official video. Okay. Wow, Holly. So Holly is in for another 2,500. Woo! Oh my God, Holly. Holly. Wow, Holly. Holly. Oh,
Thank you, Holly.
Holly.
So much.
Wow. At least that's what I'm seeing over here. So we will look, Holly. I don't want you to put in that spot. So let's just make sure that that's correct, and then we will confirm with you. But thank you so much, Holly. You have been so generous to us here, and you've given so much more than that. So thank you for doing that. Your generosity is incredible. You're taking us home. We only have a few more. I think we only have a few thousand left to get us to the 100. So.
Right.
And we're like 5 minutes away.
Depending on where that is, we're somewhere less than 5.
Yeah. So again, Holly, you are adorable, and I know that just so everyone knows, Holly is a remarkable person who has supported a lot of theater companies in the DMV. She has been an active member and has supported a lot of the EDI work. An incredibly progressive minded person who has pushed theater and made all these other companies deal with their own EDI issues. And so I just appreciate having her on our side, and that she feels we're important enough for her that she's championing us, and she continues to support us. So Holly, love you. I loved you before this, but thank you so much for taking us all the way in.
Where are you seeing that, Chill?
It's a post saying she gave another 2,500. So on the comments.
Chat, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the comments. So thank you. So we'll check, but thank you, Holly, for your generosity. I mean, you already gave 2,500 anyway. So even if that's what you were talking about, it's still like you're very generous for us. So thank you.
That looks to be her post. It looks to be from her.
Yeah. We'll confirm later, and it's fine with either way for us. So thank you, Holly, for that. Again, she's always been a really an incredible supporter of ours, and for all of DMV. So we're just happy to have her in the community. We have 5 more minutes, y'all.
Don't forget the auction. We can't control it. The auction's going to shut down at 8 o'clock, and know that this feeds on a 2-minute delay. So we'll still be talking, it's still open, and it will have shut down. So
on the nose. That sucker's shutting down on the nose. So
this is not the thing where you can try and talk the volunteer out of picking up the clipboard. It's all electronic.
So awesome. There's so much happening. So thank you. I know there's so much happening right now. You all are amazing. If you keep pushing and tell your friends to donate, we're in our last few minutes of this marathon.
We can do it.
I am shocked I'm still sitting, or I'll stand in a second. I think I need to stand. But it's been an amazing 30 hours spending this time with all of y'all, and I love that we're bringing it home.
We have to do something for energy. I mean, it's like, come on.
Not all of us have space to bounce right now.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, well, this is from the guy who was like, I have no space.
I have no space. I'm supposed to be in the box. I'm ignoring it now. They literally put me in a box.
What is that line?
Don't put baby in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
That's the line.
'Cause I had the time of my life.
Yeah, there
And
it
I
is.
owe it all to you.
So Holly's asking the question. We just need another, I think, 4,000 to kick us over the edge. So we're at to hit our goal. So we just need another 4,000 to hit our goal. So we're close. We're so close. And I'm sure that someone will step up. We'll have a few people who will step in. I think we've proven that the community has come out and really spoken. We've had amazing folks from our state officials to local government who've all come out and understood how important we are to the community. We have had the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We've had all these artists and local artists who have been incredibly supportive. Thank all of you for spending your time with us in these 30 hours. We've had, loving friends who have donated their time, especially folks who just don't even have time to spare. So thank you all for doing that. And our kids who stepped up and did some remarkable stuff. Like they've done, it was another job between all the videos that they did. So, our students were great. And it shows you how much heart that they have and how committed they are and how much they love us. And we want to thank all of them for that gift. Yeah, so we're at 4K. We just need 4K.
If this thing is real, we're less. If when we confirm it, and we're trying to get Holly on the phone now. So Holly, if Craig is calling you, please answer. If that is confirmed, we're less than 2,500 away. Less than 2,500.
Check the Facebook.
Holly just said she's in for 4K.
Holly!
She's taking us home. Holly just took us home. Holly, oh my God.
The cap. There.
Thank you, Holly.
Wow, thank you so much.
We need like poppers.
Yeah, we're not prepared for this.
We need poppers.
Like, it's, you know what? I mean, I should have, in a weird way, like, because seriously, Holly, you have stepped up every time, and we love you for that. You have stepped up for so many people, and not just theater companies. You've stepped up for artists who are in need. You are effortlessly giving. I've seen you when I was with you at a restaurant where you just sat there and gave to people, strangers who came in and was just like saying hi. So
did she see the Mama Kong section?
Big love. Come
on, Margot, please. Oh yeah. That's for you, Holly. That's for you, Melissa.
Thank you, Holly.
That's for you, Mitchell.
Holly.
That's for you, everybody.
Everybody,
Michael Aiken. Oh my gosh, everybody who came
Melissa,
together.
All of our board who's come in and made this happen. Yes.
Can somebody put in the chat like all the sponsors top down so we can just like read some names?
Yes. Craig, if you can help us out and send us as much of the names as possible, so we can just do the roll through. I'm going to stay on until I can read every name. I'm going to stay on until I can read every name. So please send them to us, Craig. I love that Kelly's like, wait a minute, can I go?
Yes, Kelly. Thank you.
Kelly has to teach tomorrow. So.
I know you have to teach. We
I do have to. Our kids. But I love you guys. I love being here. Thank you so much for having me to speak about our voice program, our music program, and everything that's wonderful. Everyone, please keep an eye out for the full virtual Academy Choir. You are going to enjoy it so much. Thank you so much to Margot and Leon and Jill for having me. And thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much, Holly.
Thank you, Kelly.
So much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Please get some sleep.
Thank you, Kelly. Nice.
Kelly, love you. Bye. And also like Vanessa and Kirsten and everybody else who has a camera. Please turn yourselves on so you can celebrate with us. We did it. We met our goal. I can't believe this. We met our goal. We met our goal before the auction bids were closed. We met our goal. Thank you for bringing us home, and thank you Nick Cha for and thank Esther because you know it was Esther and Nick Cha together as a team. I love you, Esther. Love you, Esther. Thank you, Nicholas.
Thank you, Ken Dreyfus, for the email.
Yes, thank you, Michael Akins. Thank you, Nicholas Turney. Yes, we did the 30 hours.
Melissa Siegel.
Melissa Siegel, thank you. Green Plaza, where I'm stationed. Panera,
for the amazing Mary Slim. I love you. Mwah.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you,
Trish,
Trish.
that great section on the picture book players. Thank you.
Thank you. Billy Cook and
Kimberly Escobar, parents of some of our wonderful students.
Billy, by the way, you and I need
David Blair and Accountable Health.
You and I need to talk about NASA because I love spending time with you, Billy. Accountable Health, thank you, David, for coming out and helping us. Montgomery College, again.
Frank Trezza was with us.
Thank you, who came out with us.
Carmen Larson.
Carmen. Love you.
Leslie Miles, outside, our board chair.
Yes, Leslie.
What's
that?
Scott Royal, he was with us. Well, he was
thank you. Thank you, Holly.
I
think you're way above this, Mezzanine. I think you're much higher now. This is an old file, so thank you. You're much higher than Mezzanine. Thank you, Holly. Mitchell and Patty,
much higher than this. They came in with that extra 2 gifts today.
Yes. Thank you for taking it out of the park. Linda
Harper, Chief. Thank you.
Yes.
Sandy. Interesting. Thank you so much. JBG Smith, they have been with us for like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
Every year.
Wow. I'm getting all kinds of texts now all of a sudden.
Bethesda Chevy Chase Council Assessment.
Yes. Sarah Kaplan. I love that story. I love the story with her mom. I'd love to sit and talk to her about all the stuff that she went through. There's a great story there. I love that. Are we there? Is that it? I thought there was more.
No, M&T Bank.
Right, Janet, thank you for helping us make that happen. To bringing M&T Bank with us and supporting us. Thank you, Janet.
And Janet made a personal gift too. So thank you, Janet.
Right, thank you, Janet. And thank you, Teresa, for also connecting us and getting us together with Janet. Thank you, Gary.
And Carol Berman. Thank you every year for the last 4 or 5 years. Really appreciate. Benjamin and Rachel Loving. Thank you. Jan McNamara and Charles McNamara. They have been with us for years.
Kate Trumbull. I'm going to big shout out to Kate Trumbull and that family for all of your support, not just financial, but also with Isabel. We are eternally grateful.
Yeah. Eric and Catherine.
Yeah, Franks, your part-time controller, been with us for years.
Yes.
Richard Gervaisi and Stuart.
Richard. And I know he had another event tonight too. So thank you for sharing your time with us. I know you're busy, so thank you, Richard and Stuart.
Scott is like somewhere's in like, I think he's in Colorado. I think he was texting me. He was tuning in today from there or trying to.
Wow.
And Morgan and Holly, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And then let's see, Kathy Legg and Rajiv Chanda. Thank you. Lynn Parsegan and Nathaniel Cohen. And
former
Stan,
board member.
Oh, that's right. And Stan and Ruth. Thank you.
They came in with another gift on top of this. So they came in, I think, with 2 gifts today. So their original pledge plus another 1,000.
Thank you.
Cliff?
Yes, Cliff.
From Cliff Veer's agency. Thank you very much. Euro Motors, they came in I think yesterday or the day before. And Jeff Miller, close personal friend, much appreciative. And NFP has been with us many years. Oh, wow. All right, I got a list here. You keep going on this. I'll
Okay. Frankie and Cyrus Benham, Elizabeth Thomas Cullen, Ken Dreyfus, Scott Royal, and Steve Rice. Thank you. And of course, our media partner, Washington Parent, who got the word out for us. Do
we have a slide for link strategies too? Yes, there we go. We skipped Plant Burger though.
But Plant Burger, thank you, Plant Burger. I love that
You can
logo.
still order, I think, till 9 o'clock tonight, and we'll still get a percentage of the proceeds if you use the promo code Adventure.
Yeah, please. So thank you, Plant Burger, and thank you, Link Strategies. Internationally well known, so thank you for that. We had a great time sharing an hour with you.
They had our oldest guest and our youngest guest in their
That's
segment.
right, 2-year-old and a 98-year-old.
Charlie Brotman.
Charlie, I love that story, and I'm so happy that he was able to announce this inaugural parade as well. So, yay!
They have given me 2 pages, so bear with me.
Okay, go.
Lisa Mandel Trupp, Mary Slimp, Brian Lobig, Mitchell and Patty Herman, additional gift, Ian Worthen, Jennifer Knight, Jane Brennan, Sophia Gallio, Pablo Blank, our board member, Robin and John Mellenbeck, Nick Cha Kim, Megan Bem, Delegate Mark Corman, Elena Valesco, Jamal Holtz, Stanley Kang, Kelso and Sam, Michael Aiken, we announced, Ebony Johnson Cooper, Lisa Yang, Naveed Aziz. Somebody wrote down Nacho and Cheddar. I guess they wanted to be anonymous. Danielle Hawk, Andrea Dunathan, Barbara Garlock, Nicholas Cohen from Maryland Citizens for the Arts, good friend of ours, Barbara Gross, Linda Donovan, who is related to one of our core founders, Noreen Butler, Jonathan Perkle, Femi Richards, Keiki Power, Tanya Paler, Samantha Kravitz, Karina French, Crystal Ann Townsend, Christine Neal, Scott Taylor, Sarah Slimp, Bob Lane, Edward Bernard, Melanie Williams, Jamie Bresnick, Cindy Rivard, Holly Bozeman, Patricia Schechtman, Alberto Segarra, Victoria Taplin, Karen Trebone, Amy Tomchin, Jeff Frank, Colleen Levine, Lane Wyndham, Sarah Funt, Laura Keene, Michael Aiken again, David Hill, James Newman. Oh my gosh, another one. Or is this the auction? He ran away. I don't know if this is... No, these are gifts. Alex Goveo, Amanda Kwong, Ann Brennan, Brian Nugent, Karen Weinrich, Emily Wagner Goveo, Heidi Narang, Jill Felden Lanute, Joan Straight, Lisa Seaman, Michael Seal, Michael, Mitchell Herman, Patrick Durbin, Regina Aquino, Richard Rebel, Ronald Slimp, Scott Goldberg, Tim Lonibus, Tracy Witt, and Yehuda Miller, who had his daughters on the show. So thank you. Do we have a final total sum? He's running away, but we may run out of time. Do we want to wait for the final total sum?
We're only 9 minutes over. I'm not.
I think cut it off.
I apologize for anybody's name I mispronounced. There's so many names. I wanted to try and get through everyone.
Yeah, thank you, and I love all these.
Everyone.
All those congratulations, thank you, and the text that I'm getting, thank you all for everyone who's reaching out. I will speak to some of you really soon. Thank you.
I should warn you, Margot. I did promise if anyone can guess the number of hats I wore, that we would give a discount on summer camp to their kid.
But this was all recorded. Somebody could just go back and count.
If they want to watch all 30 hours again to count the hats, shouldn't they deserve it?
To them.
Listen, I don't mind. Fine.
More power to them. If they want to do that, more power to them. Do it.
Sure, absolutely. We want all the kids to enjoy summer camp. So if they love hats and that's their thing, they are welcome at ATMTC summer camp. And if they don't love hats, also totally welcome. Everyone is welcome.
Oh my god!
Thank you all to all of our donors. This is very exciting, and we really appreciate all of your support.
30
better are real. That's their names.
30 hours.
They're cat names.
Oh, they're my friend's cat. Now, okay,
that's super cute. Okay,
the cat stole the credit card. That's impressive.
It's 2021.
With the little paws.
Didn't you see the SMTC segment? Michelle choreographed her cat. Cats.
Look. Also, I want to thank our amazing staff who kept me fed and up and standing. Cheyenne and Kirsten for getting all these meals delivered to me while I was trying to get this thing done. We are stacked with food and stuff here still, so we got lots of stuff to go through. I know there's another list here. Go ahead.
So no, this isn't a list. This is a soft count. All right, soft count. Gifts are still welcome. Don't get us wrong. The text still works, but the official count as of now, $100,247.
Woohoo!
And the auction, $13,445.
So I have to ask Leon, did you win the flower?
Did I win?
Did you win on it?
I can check. Give me 1 sec.
He's going to come back with a flower hat on. That's how we'll know.
I would probably do that if I did.
Oh. Wait a minute. He made you offer it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Someone had swooped in.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I've been here the whole time.
Keiki Power swooped in and got me by $50.
Good for you, Keiki.
I had the flower hat already. You want to see it?
If it's a bag of flour, yes.
Wait, does that get added to the count of?
If it's a bag of flour, yes.
Okay.
Could it also be a bag of flour though? Because I feel like that would be a good punny kind of situation for you. Cooking flour.
I prefer the graduation hat.
Oh,
we did it, team. And
nice
and
work,
the three of us is only, again, the tip of the iceberg. There's so many people who made this happen. There's so many, but a special call out to the development team, Craig, Cheyenne, Heather, to the production team, Michael, Kirsten, Vanessa, and all of the part-time that were just hired for this project. Their names were up before.
And Nikki.
And Nikki, new member of our development team, Nikki.
Nikki, we need to spend more time talking now. But please give me like 2 days. I can't.
Yes. Just so you know, we will be sending out thank yous, but no one is coming to work tomorrow. Adventure Theater is shut down tomorrow. There's no classes. There's no meetings. There's no emails. We love you, but we will talk to you on Wednesday. So with that, I think it's time.
Did Chill finally? Oh, there he is.
No, I don't get to do the dramatic falls because we made it. We did it, which is awesome.
Kirsten, what do you got over there?
What do you got for us?
Yeah, Kirsten, what do you got? What's going on?
Hold on.
Hold, please.
Dramatic pause.
You can't say something like that in the 31st hour.
I know. You got a good video surprise for what? Oh.
Oh.
I'll tell you what I see. Plastic glitter don't shine. Rhinestones don't shine the way you do. You are so real. You are so rare. I see you there. I see you. I see stars. So many stars tonight. You could make diamonds dull. You are so beautiful. I see stars. You shine as bright as day. I will look out for you. We'll light each other's way. You're all stars. See, I will not hide. That was my problem. Don't be frightened like me. The darker the night, the brighter you shine. Plastic don't shine, glitter don't shine. Rhinestones don't shine the way you do. You are on fire, you can rise higher. Up in the sky, enjoy the view. New stars, so many stars tonight. You could make diamonds dull. You are so beautiful. I see stars. You are real, and you are rare. I want to say, I see you there. It's we and you, not us and her. 'Cause if we knew how strong we were, we say what we are, say what you are. You're the stars, so many stars tonight. You could make diamonds dull. You are so beautiful. I see stars. Please shine as bright as day. I will look out for you. We'll light each other's way. I see stars. I see stars. So many stars tonight. We could make diamonds dull. We are so beautiful. I see stars. We shine as bright as day. I will look out for you. We'll light each other's way. We are so real. We are so rare. I see